Friday morning, 8:30. So we're out with the boys. Field's empty practically. There's one lady over there somewhere with a spaniel. I'll keep the boys on the leads though, because you never know. So yeah, Ian's gone off to work this morning. He'll be back at lunchtime. I've got a few things to go to the post office this morning. Plus it's the antique and bric-a-brac market this morning too, so I want to go down there and see what the guy selling the second-hand toys has got. See if there's any more dolly heads. Because you never know, do you, when they're going to come in handy. You can never have too many. And once Ian's back at lunchtime, I think I'm going to have a stab at August's mission inspiration, because it's August tomorrow. Today's the last day of July. So where's the year gone? So, but it looks like it's going to be a nice dry day again. It is Saturday. It's just gone 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So this morning I was, because it's Saturday, it's the 1st of August today, it's Mission Inspiration Day today. So I've spent the morning doing my Mission Inspiration art journal page for August, and prompts were heat and heart, and my art journal page is all hot and warm. There's hearts and there's candles and there's lovely photo strips and lots of lovely texture with stamps done with paint and stenciling and a bit of inking and all that kind of stuff in there too. So I've filmed all that this morning, gone through all the prompts, gone through my materials, and then I've just downloaded all of the video footage onto the computer in readiness to edit all that and to go live this evening. So that's my plan for the rest of the afternoon. I'm expecting a few bits and pieces through the post today. Got a few scheduled deliveries from courier companies and that kind of stuff. I've had a couple of bits go missing. I've had parcels that should have been delivered that haven't been delivered. And also I've had stuff that's been sent, and when it's arrived, it's been wrong recently. I don't know what's happening with the courier companies at the moment, but they just seem to be, everybody seems to be getting it wrong. I've purchased a few bits and pieces from eBay, just kind of like resources for Halloween, bits of spooky lace and some embroidery floss for doing journal pages and stitching journal pages in black and colours and purples and that kind of thing. But people on eBay just don't seem bothered about posting in a timely manner. It's just, you know, you wait like 5 days before they even bother putting it in the post. And I appreciate, you know, if people are running small businesses and all that kind of stuff, but when they say, you know, delivered within a certain time frame, and that comes and goes, and it just says, you know, it's, you know, delivery is taking longer than normal. Well, yeah, it is, because you promised one thing and then delivered a different one altogether. I don't mind if they say, you know, it's a week to 10 days. Tell me that, it's fine. But when you say, you know, 2 to 3 days, and then you haven't even posted it after 5 or 6, then, you know, you do start to question it. But anyway, enough ranting from me. So I've got all that done. And what I've been also doing is I've been going through all of my Halloween releases this year. And that's the list of all the Halloween products that I'm releasing this year. I know, it's a ridiculous amount. Some of them are kind of doubled up. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 products, new Halloween products this year. And there's a mixture of stencils, there's a mixture of MDF projects, there's a mixture of books, art books. There's also, where if there's an art book, there's also a digi download version of the art book. So the Anatomist's Cabinet, the Tales of Horror, and the Midnight Carnival, they've all got the digi download versions that will be available from Monday the 10th of August. Most of the products now are on the website already for pre-order. I just won't start shipping them until the 10th of August because it gives me a chance then to build the stock up and not have to stand, on Monday the 10th of August cutting 30 stencils and then cutting, all that kind of stuff. So it gives me a chance to, when the order comes in, is to get that cut and then get ready for it to go out starting from the 10th of August. So it just helps me space the production and the packaging and getting to the post office and all that kind of stuff earlier. So if you're a club member or an angel and you've already ordered, then I've already posted it. You should already have your copies already of everything because, that's one of the perks of being an angel or a club member, that you don't have to wait for a release date. As soon as it comes in, I post them out. So they've already gone out. They went out a couple of days ago. I've got some more to do in the next day or two that have just come in like yesterday and the day before that. But I have been adding more products on every day. Not all of those are on just yet, but they will be. I've just done the squidgy skulls, which are these, which are really, really cool. They're lovely. I've also got some plans to do. So remember the big Baroque frames that I told you about last week? I wanted to do some miniature versions of those as well. So a set of 5 of those on a sheet. So it's busy today. I've got lots to get through and lots to do. So I suppose I'd better stop rambling and just crack on and get on with it, wouldn't I? It's Sunday morning at 9:48. So I'm on my way through to the neighbouring town of Gainsborough to do some grocery shopping this morning. So Ian's decided he wants to do the ironing this morning. So he's got the ironing board out and a massive pile of shirts and t-shirts and trousers. So I said, well, while you're doing that, I'll nip to the shops then and do some grocery shopping. So we've just written a list. This is all very exciting. It's all dog food and toilet tissue and all the rest of it. But it's all got to be done because we are definitely running out of stuff. So the reason I'm going through to Gainsborough rather than to one of the local supermarkets is because this larger one in Gainsborough has much better selection and choice. So it's the only reason really. That and the fact that within deciding he's going to be ironing for the next 3 hours gives me the luxury of time. Are we all done then?
Yeah.
All right, let's go and get this through the checkout. It's Tuesday, just gone lunchtime, got a full tummy. So I've been kind of preparing and correlating all of my Halloween products for this year. So I had a visit from the lovely people at Indigo Blue. Actually came to sit here in my little shed with me, and I ran through all of the Halloween products that I've developed this year, and they've gone through to see which ones they would also like to sell and which ones they're going to make available to Indigo Blue USA, So that means that those Halloween products will get shipped out to the States for you guys in America, for you to purchase from Indigo Blue USA without having to pay all those horrible tariffs and all the rest of it on the products. So lovely. And also I think let me just see if I can try and pull this up without also I think the lovely lady from Scrapbooking Made Simple is what I was trying to find out. Just finally got it up on the screen. So I think Scrapbooking Made Simple, who are based in Santa Clarita in California, I think they're also going to be taking, so I'm hoping they'll be taking some of the Halloween stuff as well. So if you're a customer of Scrapbooking Made Simple, then the best thing to do is to actually go and speak to them or email them and say, can you get this from Indigo Blue? So if you want the Tales of Horror or you want the Midnight Carnival papers, then speak to them at Scrapbooking Made Simple and say to them, can you get them please? Easy as that. And I'm sure that they will put them on the next order that they're going to put in for Indigo Blue. So yeah, so people in the States, you're all sorted, I think. I'm hoping so anyway. But what I'm going to try and do on Saturday, let's see what date it's going to go, after this vlog goes live anyway. So this vlog will go live on Thursday, the 6th of August. So Saturday, the 8th of August, instead of doing an art journaling project or a mixed media project on my YouTube channel, I think I'm going to go through a product launch and actually go through all of the individual products that I'm launching this year for Halloween, and that way they'll all be ready to purchase and be shipped out on the following Monday. So on Monday the 10th of August, and at last count there was around about 24 products. I know it's a lot, so it'll be a busy kind of recording and all sorts of stuff, and some products which have just come completely left field when I've just been sat working thinking, oh, I could do that, like this one, which was I was thinking I could do with a proper kind of crypt wall, not like an ordinary brick wall, but a wall like from an old cemetery building or something like that. So that's what we've got. We've now got crypt wall, which was a last minute thing. So that's now also been added into the Halloween releases for this year. So this one will also be available as a standard size, regular size, 5.5 by 8, but it can also be bought as a massive big A4 or 8 by 11 stencil too. So that will be, I mean, for doing jelly plate prints and that kind of stuff, for big art journals, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. You're going to be able to do lots of multi-layered kind of stenciling with that, using sponges to build up your layers. You can imagine doing grey first and then doing kind of like browns and yellows for lichen and moss and all that kind of thing. Ooh, it's going to be lovely. So yeah, that's what I hope to do this Saturday coming, is launch, officially go through all of the Halloween products. I know. Sneak peek.
Okay, lovely job.
So it's Wednesday morning, and as you could see from that previous last little clip, we did have a visit from 2 paramedics last night. So Mum had a little bit of an anxiety attack. She started getting breathless, and then she exacerbated it by getting up and trying to get outside to get some fresh air, thinking that that would help, but it didn't. It actually made it worse. And then she ended up having an asthma, well, an anxiety attack, but of course we didn't know what was going on. We just thought that she couldn't breathe, and she was just really gasping, and she started to go blue in the lips. So I ended up calling for an ambulance and the paramedics, who turned up pretty quickly, I must admit. Very quickly indeed. I mean, they were here within quarter of an hour to 20 minutes. In that time, I'd persuaded Mum, or was able to get her to use her inhalers a couple of times, and started to kind of get her to calm down a little bit, which started to ease off her breathing. But they were here until gone 8 o'clock last night, and then of course this morning
It's repossession day. No, it's not repossession day. It's new carpet. Well, carpet day.
It is carpet day. So we have removed all of the furniture from the bedroom.
Looks bigger.
It does look a lot bigger, doesn't it? It's a huge room. So yeah, rugs are all up. You can literally see where the rug's been.
Have you seen the new curtains yet?
I don't know. So new curtains which match the red
Purple.
in the flat purple, red, whatever. Damson. It's actually called Dubarry.
It is called Dubarry.
So curtains are up, curtain poles up, not going too fast. So the new carpet is arriving at 11 AM. It is now
9:30.
Really? Is it only 9:30?
Half an hour it's taken us to move all the furniture.
Wow, I am really surprised. So the last thing to do is to take that off the wall, because if he tries to bring the carpet in with that on, then he knocks it. That's an original oil.
It's a large amount of money.
Jonathan Sanders, original oil, cost what?
I paid 1,000 for it 20 years ago.
Brand new.
Yeah, from the artist from an exhibition.
Yeah.
And it's worth about 8 or 10 now. So,
so it's going in another room. I'm not chancing it at all. So there we go. Just needs a little bit of bits of paint where we did the walls and everything. So it just needs a vacuum and then we're ready to go. Any loose floorboards that want tacking down before they come?
I think I'm used to them all now.
I think there's one just where you're stood there where the old radiator used to be, because there was a radiator on this wall and we had it taken out because there was one on that wall there and there was one underneath the window there. So when the radiator engineer came, I said, do we need the two? And he said, no. If you get rid of the big one and replace it with a double smaller one under the window, which is further, longer that way, but there's two of them, it will do exactly the same job. So we didn't need that radiator there, which is why it's gone. But the holes where the radiator pipes came up are still there. just there. So there's just one loose floorboard there that wants tacking down, and then we're good to go.
Okay.
All ready. So the next picture you see will hopefully be the carpet going in. So it's now 3:15 in the afternoon and there's still no sign of the carpet or the carpet fitter. It was supposed to have arrived at 11 to fit the carpet. No sign. So we left it for an hour and then we contacted the guy whose business we were getting the carpet through. He didn't respond until an hour later, and he said that, well, the guy picked the carpet up from him just before 11 o'clock and he's in Newark, so he would have had to have picked the carpet up in Newark and then drive to us, which is only about half an hour between the two, so he should have been here no later than 11:30. So we've just heard that he had an accident in his van on the way here and he's written his van off. He's now in hospital with a broken collarbone, some ribs and something to do with his shoulder or whatever. No idea where the van is or what's happened to the carpet. Of course, we've not got anywhere to sleep this evening, so we're going to have to drop the mattress down on the floor and sleep just on the mattress, I think, until Debbie can sort out another carpet fitter. So it could be tomorrow, it could be in a couple of days, so we'll just have to watch this space to find out what happens.